Hey Summit League fans, I'm Kelly Stewart and it's time for this week's Summit League Spotlight. We'll start out in Denver where the Summit League Volleyball Championships took place this past weekend. And for the second straight year, the number 2 seed wound up going home with the championship hardware and the league's auto bid to the NCAA tournament. This time it was the host Denver Pioneers who knocked off number 4 seed Omaha in the title match 3-1. DU's postseason trophy was the program's 5th in the past 6 seasons as the Pios clinched their 5th automatic berth as a Summit League member. Top-seeded South Dakota entered the championship on a 24-match winning streak and had notched a perfect 16-0 mark in Summit League action. But the 4th-seeded Mavericks won a semifinal thriller on Saturday, 3-1. After dropping the first set 25-21, Omaha won the next 3 sets in extra points by scores of 28-26, 29-27, and 26-24. It was the first time the number 4 seed had defeated the number 1 seed in Summit League championship history, and first time Omaha reached the final since 2015. South Dakota will have to wait until this Sunday, December 1st, to find out their postseason fate as the NCAA Volleyball Selection Show will air that night at 7:30 p.m. Central on ESPNU. Of note, the Coyotes' current RPI is 42, and Denver, who went unbeaten in league play a year ago, had an RPI of 40 and got the league's first at-large bid, so we'll see. Speaking of the NCAA tournament, the Denver men's soccer team gave the only unbeaten team remaining in Division I soccer all it could handle last Thursday during a rainy night in Springfield, Missouri. But Missouri State used a second-half goal off a corner kick to defeat the Pioneers 1-0 and end their season in the opening round of the NCAA tournament. And finally, on to the hardwood. Let's talk Players of the Week. On the men's side, Omaha's JT Gibson claimed the first weekly honor of his career after leading the Mavericks to an 85-77 victory over Washington State. The victory was the first over a Power 5 team for a Summit League squad since the 2017-18 season when Purdue-Fort Wayne knocked off Indiana for the second consecutive year. It was also the league's first win over a Pac-12 program since December of 2011 when South Dakota State defeated Washington. Gibson averaged 19.5 points per game in 2 contests last week and shot 60% from the field. On the women's side, North Dakota's Jacqueline Jarnot also claimed the first weekly honor of her career after averaging 16 points and 6 rebounds per game in 2 contests. In UND's 69-56 victory over Georgia Southern, Jarnot scored 11 of her career-high 22 points in the 4th quarter. She finished the week 6 for 12 from beyond the arc as well. That's all for this week's Summit League Spotlight. Make sure to follow the Summit League and Midco SN on social media and have a wonderful Thanksgiving.